Many people are closely watching the race to determine who will represent California's 13th congressional district. Republican John Duarte and Democrat challenger Adam Gray are in the home stretch. Yesterday, we brought you our interview with Adam Gray. Tonight, KCRA 3's Anahita Jafari is checking in with John Duarte just a few days out now from the election.
The countdown to Election Day is on in District 13 as campaigning continues along the Central Valley.
Vote out Duarte.
Okay.
Incumbent John Duarte is fighting to keep his seat in Congress.
Tell me what your qualifications are to continue representing California's 13th congressional district.
Well, the House of Representatives is the people's house. And so all my life, up until 2022, I've been a farmer, a father, a nurseryman, a businessman. And when this seat came up, I thought, I understand this district. I understand the people who've worked in and out of my companies over the years. I understand the farmers.
With the election only days away, can you tell me a little bit about what voters need to know?
They need to know that I'm out here to represent them on improving their lives in their hometowns. I'm not talking about Washington. I'm not talking about Sacramento. I'm talking about what we can do to get gas and groceries and homes more affordable and to improve job prospects in the Central Valley here in their homes.
Going door to door.
Hey, how you doing?
Spreading his message.
I'm John Duarte. Well, knocking doors. When folks in these working neighborhoods, I call them the aspirational neighborhoods. This is neighborhoods where you can tell the families are doing everything right.
So if you're going to raise gas taxes, let's at least increase.
The congressional rematch between the candidates could determine the balance of power in the United States House of Representatives.
Any differences between when you've run previously and this election?
Yeah, back when I ran previously, I was among a few candidates talking about the price of gas and groceries, inflation, and the loss of the American dream. Now, the whole country's talking about it.
The race is heating up.
There have been some negative advertisements surrounding you and your opponent, Adam Gray. How has this affected your campaign?
I'm not talking about it. I'm talking about the price of gas, the price of groceries, and better job prospects.
Anything you'd like to say to any of your constituents out there?
There are only 20 swing districts out of 435 congressional districts in America. And this is one of them, and this is probably one of the tightest 5 races in America. So voters in the Central Valley here today have more power than most voters in America. Exercise that power, get that ballot off your counter, and vote it.
With only 564 votes separating the candidates in the 2022 election, for Duarte, it all comes down to this.
Let's send a farmer to Congress. Let's keep our farmer in Congress. I'm John Duarte. I want you to vote for me for Congress.
In Turlock, I'm Anahita Jafari, KCRA 3 News.
On election night starting at 8, John Duarte will be at the 10-Pin Fun Center in Turlock. Now, we spoke to Duarte's opponent, Adam Gray, yesterday, and you can find that story on our KCRA 3 app.